What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Scope MR TV, and today we're going to be talking about Tia Mowry and her husband Corey Hardrict. I think that's how I pronounce his last name. Their divorce. I want to talk about this because it's so reflective of the current situations in the world regarding people and marriages. You know, Almost 50% of marriages in America ends in divorce, and it's a really high number. And it makes you question why even start the process of even trying to get married. To get a marriage certificate, it is easy as walking into the courthouse, sitting down for 10 minutes, get the paper, sign, and walk out. And the person is going to say good luck. But to get out of that marriage will take many forms, many people, lawyers, judges, sometimes a therapy person, and you probably still need to pay somebody else to move your stuff and pay the courts for child support and spousal support. I mean, the process of getting into a marriage versus getting out, it's amazing how they don't even ask you, are you guys sure you want to go through with this? They don't even try to quiz you on if you like each other. They just like, yeah man, here's a certificate, go ahead and get married. Why? Because they know that most of it will end up a failure anyways. And guess who profits? The court system, the judicial system profits off divorce. So they do not care about you working out your issues or care to find out if you two are compatible, because it's not about the lasting of the long haul. No, they actually want divorce because divorce makes big money for the lawyers and the judges. Now let's get into the meat of this situation. Speaking as a married man, right? I filed for divorce earlier this year, and I pulled it back because I have a young daughter, and I wanted to make sure that I am not acting based on my emotions, and I wanted to make a logical decision. Communication is key. And when two people can't communicate with each other, it's a hell of a thing because it feels like you're talking to a wall. And at some point, sometimes these situations have to come up for one person in the relationship that is not paying attention to actually listen to you. Sometimes you got to file that paper. You probably don't go all the way through with it like I did. Didn't go all the way through with it, but sometimes you have to do that in order to say, hey, listen, I don't want to do this if you're not going to be on my page. What amazes me is that they have been together for 14 years of marriage, and I think before that they were together for some time, a couple of years before that. I want you guys to think of relationships as a stock. Think of you pouring all your energy, all your resources into this stock over a long period of time, right? And one day you decide you're going to get up and leave it alone. Even though it's still there, you can hold on to it knowing that it will pay off in the end, but you just get up, you leave it, it doesn't benefit you. You said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to give all this time, this energy, this effort that I gave to somebody. I'm going to give everything away just like that. What amazes me is that many people believe the grass is greener on the other side. If you have been with somebody for more than 14 years, you know that person can pass gas around you and it's a normal day. You are so comfortable with that person. To get to that level of comfort, of love, it won't be easy to accomplish that. No matter if you find somebody right away, guess what? It is called lust. Hardship creates that type of long-term relationship or marriage. So it's not going to be easy to accomplish that anymore. I think people get so caught up into this world. I swear, it's like, I feel like social media has poisoned the minds of so many people. Just imagine there was no social media to announce that you're getting a divorce. There weren't a lot of people to try to impress with being single and feeling like, because you see people liking your post online and you can just easily reach out to another person, that what if those things never existed and you actually had families around you and you had to stick it out and work it out with that person? What if that was what it was like today? Would people still last? I do believe they would. What a lot of folks don't realize, okay, and especially women, and I'm not bashing women because it says that 80% of divorces are filed by the woman, right? Every day a new girl turns 21. and she's prettier than the one that was 21 yesterday, right? She, you know, it's endless options as a man gets older because he has money. That's what people are looking for, resources, right? Just and I'm not trying to make it a shallow thing, but when you think about it, we are throwing away our entire lives when we get a divorce, hoping that we can recapture that. But the stats on that of getting successful at a second marriage is not easy. Matter of fact, the second marriage is at a higher rate for divorce. When you have places like the Shade Room, which is a congregation, and I checked the comments underneath the post of their divorce announcement, and a year ago or so, when they posted this black couple, Tia Mowry and her husband, you had all the support, black love, hashtag black love, I love them together, and all of a sudden now they're divorcing. And you have people saying that he must have cheated or he's a narcissist, and that's what narcissists do. And imagine, they feel like they know this man, they never met him a day in their life, but it's the poison spewing all over. And I really hope that not a lot of women fall victim to this, where they believe that being in the sisterhood of hate does them any good. Marriages create communities. It creates respect from everyone around you. Ever since I became married, people look at me different than when I was a single man. I'm respected. When I speak to people, I can say my wife, she can say her husband. We are a unit. It's not just a random person going around sleeping with random people. There is no life in that. I tried that. Many years I tried that. There is no soul in that. You lose yourself to emptiness living that kind of life. I just want to conclude this video by saying this. If you are a married couple right now and you are going through difficult times, just remember that you two met each other and there were good times. There were times that was only just you two. All you have to do is sit down and listen to the other person. Take a second, take a step back out of your shoes. Don't believe you're always right. Just listen to what the other person is saying. Sometimes people are very irrational, but maybe they just need a little bit of light shed on their ignorance. So if you listen and you can facilitate their needs, try and do so. But I'm not saying that it all will work out, but we can always try. Instead of destroying the very thing that we said, for better or worse, in sickness and in health, until death do us part. People forget these things. They don't think about these things, all because of social media and the so-called living your best life. Now, at the end of the day, we can say that two celebrities divorcing each other does not have anything to do with the common man. But when we all take a step back and look at it, it is influence. At the end of the day, people are influenced by the people at the very top. So right now, I can guarantee you there's a woman arguing with her man about this divorce, and they're probably going to get divorced because it just sets off a trigger to end their relationship. I know it's an ignorant thing to say, but trust me, these things happen. I want you guys to take a deep look at the system and what it wants us to do. The system does not want us to be free. It does not want us to pay off this mortgage. It takes two people to pay the mortgage off, two income, right? Unless you're a very wealthy person that is in a very, very, very high paying job, you can do it yourself. But two income household, pay the mortgage off early, invest your money, and retire early. That's not what the system wants. The system wants us fighting each other. Men are bad, women should be boss women, and they should just be constantly fighting. There is no more unity in this. Okay, and I want you guys to realize that this is a part of the plan. We won't be able to retire if people keep on divorcing like this, because at the end of it all, okay, if there's two paychecks investing into the market, the long term will be that people can get out of the rat race very quickly. But when you have one person trying to do it all by themselves, best believe you will forever be a slave. Now, there you have it, folks. Thank you for watching Scope MR TV. Please like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you.